So I have a question for you out there in cyber, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, however you're seeing this video, land, social media land. Have you ever hung out with a millionaire? Have you? Do you know what it feels like to be around highly successful people? People, I would say, in the 1% of this world. Have you hung out with the 1%? And if you have, what did you experience from that? How did you feel, and what did it make, how did it make you think? For me, I've done this several times, and it's really stretched my imagination. It makes me look at things in a different light, like know that things are possible. We were in Orlando about 8 months ago, staying in a $5 million mansion. We were there hanging out for a week in Orlando in this really nice neighborhood, really nice neighborhood. And I remember walking up to the second level of this house. First of all, you looked in the front. It looked just, it was like my jaw dropped when we were about to walk in. I was like, "Are you serious?" You couldn't physically open the doors. You had to wave your hand in front of the sensor to walk into the door, which was pretty cool. This $5 million home had a movie theater with about 30, 40 seats, something like that. It had a full gym. It had a basketball court. It had a game room. It also had a bowling alley. It had a pool, a hot tub. It had about 60 TVs. I went and counted them because I couldn't believe how many there were. 60 TVs. And then upstairs on the third level, there was a toilet that actually you walked into the freaking bathroom and the toilet lifted up on its own so you could take care of business. Now, have you ever experienced something like that? How would it make you feel, first of all? For me, it transformed, it stretched my imagination. It made me look and say, you know what? I am no different than this person. The only difference between me and this person that owns this thing is the way we think. How would you like to learn how to think like a millionaire? I'm going to show you how, but you got to pay attention to the end of this video. I'm not going to make this very long, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about this house. Now, on the second level, there was a kitchen in this $1 million, 15-bedroom mansion, $5 million home, whatever it was. This kitchen is literally bigger than the house that I'm living in. I'm very thankful for the house I'm living in, and this kitchen was bigger than this house. What would that do? How would you like to do something like that? Well, I'm going to tell you something. There is something called a live event where you can go and surround yourself with people like this. But there are some stipulations. Now, what if I were to walk to you on the street and say, hey, look, here's what you've got to do to make $1 million. You can ask 100 people on the street, do they want to make $1 million? 100 people say yes. You can ask 100 people and say, do you want to make $1 million? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to make $1 million? 100 people will say yes. You say, okay, all right, I need you to run 4 miles right now. Whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing, run 4 miles in 18 minutes, and I'll give you $1 million. How many of you would say, oh God, it's just impossible. I can't do that. Can't do it. Just can't do it. I'm not even going to try. Thank you for the offer, but I'm not even going to try. How many of you would immediately drop what you're doing and run? How many of you would say, oh, I'm a good runner, but I don't know if I could do that, or think about it? You wouldn't think about it. if I was serious, said, look, I'm going to give you $1 million if you run 18 minutes, you run 4 miles in 18 minutes, starting right now, go. How many would you go? Some of you would try. I know you would. You would try. You would do what you could. Now, if you really set your mind to it, you could make it happen. But here's the problem. 90% of society is lazy. Lazy. Completely lazy. They don't want to do anything. They want everything handed to them. Oh, let me go get welfare. Let me go get, and not calling you out. Actually, I am calling you out if you're on welfare. Get a job. Go out there and do something. Not only get a job. Start your own business. Do something. Do something. Stop being lazy. Stop blaming other people for your freaking problems. Get out there and do something for yourself. So let me ask you a question. What would you do? If you had the opportunity to go hang out with a millionaire, what would you do? Would you do it? Would you do whatever it took to get there? I know I would. And I have. And I am. Because I'm going to do it again. I did it about about a week ago. Just chilling. Hanging out. But guess what? I get to do it again. And you can do it too. You know what we do here? We teach people how to become better versions of themselves. We teach people how to not just market. Marketing is simple, really, when you get it down. It's really simple. It's not hard. It's pretty simple. You find a target market, you solve their problem, and you're God. Literally, you're God in their eyes. That's all you do. You solve one problem. One problem for free. Don't charge them anything. And guess what? You build trust. You build trust, and guess what you can do? You can sell anything to anybody. So, with that said, we teach you how to do that. We teach you how to freaking do that. And we also get to hang out. We also get to chill out with, Tony Rush or Lawrence Tam. And you're probably like, who are the freak are these people? Or Dave Wood, which, by the way, I don't know if you know Dave Wood. He's probably one of the most he's one of the most highly paid people on this earth, I believe, without really being a celebrity, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. He's like an internet celebrity, if that makes sense. But he's not a celebrity. Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. Anyway, point being, we're doing this in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I want you there. I want you there. Why? Because I want you to see and feel firsthand what I felt at these events. There is some power. There is an amazing power of a live event. So we'll teach you things you cannot be taught on video. You have to be there in person. You just have to be. And all the successful people in life attend live events and they make things happen. Get to the next event. The link to get to the next event is here. You have to be a part of Empowered Network. You can't not be a part of Empowered Network. You have to be a part of Empowered Network. It's $25. What's $25 to compared to $1 million? It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's $25. Literally. All you gotta do, sign up. Okay, I want to go. $25, and then buy your ticket, and then get to Charlotte. It's pretty simple. Really simple. Hell, what I experienced in New Orleans, I would pay over 10 grand for. I would. You know why? Because I learned how to compress time. I learned how to compress time. So what I want you to do is, I want you to log in right now, get to the next event. I will see you there in Charlotte with the rest of us. And I look forward to shaking your hand. I do. And you get to hang out with some cool people. Peace.